What's good, everybody? The voice of the WGC back in the building. Let's go ahead and talk about this Fight Forever, man. Might talk about 2K in a later portion of this video, but let's start off with Fight Forever. So, basically, if you thought that this game was at a roadblock, was at a dead end, and there were so many unknowns surrounding this game, well, that definitely is the case now more than ever. So let's backtrack. On the Swerve City podcast, Kenny Omega says out of his own mouth that the game is done. At the scrum, Tony Khan, out of his own mouth, said that the game was done. But now there's a report coming out that the game is in a good state, but it's not done. And this is from the senior community manager at THQ. He says, well, he or she says, and I quote, I mean, if you want an unfinished game, sure, we could release now. The game is doing really well and it's getting there, but not 100% yet. So, yeah, just another rumor on Twitter, I fear. Um, what the WGC wants to know is where are you currently at with this, you know? Because if you say it's not 100%, where are you at? Can you comment and give some type of percentage? Can you say like at least 85%, 90%, 70%? Like, can you give us some type of percent? This game has been in development since 2019, 2020. We've gotten little to nothing. This game, literally, I thought 2K's marketing was bad. The marketing on Fight Forever is starting to scare me too. Because you've breezed past some of the biggest conventions, some of the biggest shows, and we've got little to nothing. Let's backtrack. What do we see at IGN FanFest? Hardly anything. What do we see at PAX East? Nothing. What do we see at the Video Game Awards? Nothing. E3 is canceled, so there goes your shot for that. So what's next? When is the next time we're going to see something? Tony Khan, there's reports coming out that he's saying that he wants the game to release side by side with the pay-per-view. So you gotta have that type of motion. You gotta have that type of motion. So everybody was thinking, maybe double or nothing. But looking at this, I don't even think that that's even the case anymore. They were saying March 31st. Well, that day is came and gone. And I already told y'all, do not get your hopes up for that day. So what's next? What's next? When are we gonna get a release date? When are we gonna get some more footage of some things that we haven't seen yet? When are we gonna get anything? Is the question. You go on the AEW Games page and you're not really seeing anything related to AEW Fight Forever, which is, I'm not gonna lie, I watch the other content on there, but the point stands. The reason why people followed AEW Games in the first place is to get updates on AEW Fight Forever. I'm not saying that to be mean. I'm saying that to keep it real. Like I said, I watch the other content. I love the Halo battle between Orange Cassidy and Adam Cole. That was amazing. And I like that kind of stuff. I like that. But People followed that page for Fight Forever news. And where is it at? You see, people come to this channel and they automatically assume that this is a channel like this is some anti 2K channel. They were just gonna bash 2K and not talk about anything else. Bruh, it doesn't matter who it is. It doesn't matter who it is. If we think it needs to be talked about, it's going to get talked about. This is the no bias zone. And Fight Forever, I'm sorry, but it's your time. Because the fans want to know what is the deal with AEW Fight Forever. Nobody knows anything. It's all I hope, I hope, I hope, I hope. Literally. Every day that goes by, every month that goes by, every year that goes by, it's literally just I hope, I hope, I hope, I hope, I hope. Let's backtrack. So far, 2K has released 2 games already. Are they going to release a third one? And AEW Fight Forever is not going to still be out? What's the deal? Like I said, I'm not telling you to rush this game, but at this point, when we've seen little to nothing, and then we're getting reports now that the game is not finished, I'm getting kind of scared. Because somebody's lying. Somebody is lying. You got one side saying the game is done. You got the other side saying the game is not done, but it's in a good state. Who is telling the truth here? I want to know. Like, what's going on here? Did you have to scrap the code and start over? What is going on here? Did you not like what you saw and you had to start over? What's going on here? Because we've gone through the biggest hurdle that you said was the biggest problem, which was the rating. We got through that. You confirmed a T rating. So what's next? What is possibly holding this game back? What is next? I'm curious. You're talking about a Q2 release, okay? April, May, June. April is pretty much about to wrap up. May is on the horizon. And from the sound of it, from the looks of it, it doesn't even sound like it's coming out in May. So June? I'm not even getting my hopes up for June. Q3? July, August, September? Q4? October, November, December? When is this game going to drop? And I know a lot of y'all are not going to like what I'm saying, but I'm keeping it real. I'm keeping it real. Because there's been a lot of games, and one that comes to mind immediately is Cyberpunk. That game was in development for 9 years. 9 total years. And look at the way that game came out. It was a disaster. That game was in development for 9 years and it was a disaster. So no, not all the time is stalling and waiting for a game to drop always the best solution. You can still develop a game forever and it comes out to be an absolute disaster. It's not impossible. It can happen. I'm not saying that it's going to happen, but I'm just saying I'm responding to all those individuals that say, oh, just wait, just be patient. There's been cases where games have taken forever to release and they've been disasters, and that was one of them. Cyberpunk 2077, developed by CD Projekt Red, 9 years, and that game flopped harder than ever. One of the most anticipated games of all time, flop. I mean, they're steadily building it back up. I've seen it got some really, really, really decent updates and people are starting to like it. But the point stands. When it released, it didn't feel like 9 years. It felt like that game was in development for 3 months. So I'm curious. What's next? Anytime you go on Twitch and you ask Evoluno, hey, what's up? What you got for us? He can't say anything. He says he's not working on the game. He says that he can't discuss any details. He says that hopefully we'll get something soon. And that's literally it. It is nothing but hope with this game. It is nothing but hope. I don't know when the release date is, but all that I'm saying is I want to get out of this hope stage. I want to get out of this hope stage. Because there comes a time when you have to realize that the time is now. And the reason why 2K is not going to change anytime soon, the reason why 2K can just do what they please and release these half-assed WWE games every single year is because they have no competition. So I'm not saying to speed up development. I'm not saying to drop this game immediately right now, even though that would be cool. But I'm just saying, why are you being so vague? Why? It's more so like whenever somebody asks a question about the game, you're just trying to shut that down as quick as possible. Like there's something there's something that you're hiding or something. It's weird. It is so weird when somebody asks about this game, just like, oh, it's coming soon. That's all you need to know. It's coming soon. What? You've been saying coming soon forever, which is why everybody keeps commenting, wait forever. AW wait an eternity. AW wait a lifetime. AW never coming out. People making all these memes and stuff, putting gray hair and everything on Kenny Omega and all these AW wrestlers. It's just crazy. People just want answers. It may sound like we're being harsh, but when you have little to nothing, like when there's literally nothing good to play in the WGC when it comes to modern day wrestling games, you start to get frustrated. Because, I mean, you could say, oh, just play 2K, just play 2K. Well, it gets even more frustrating when 2K servers are terrible. You just saw it on the past two episodes of Late Night Smack-Ups. Every match, disconnect, 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 disconnect. So you're telling me we have to wait for Fight Forever, and in that time of waiting, we have to sit here and play 2K23 and hope that we can get into a match? I don't know about you, but that is very, very frustrating. I'm just speaking from the heart, man. I'm speaking from the heart as a die-hard wrestling fan, as somebody who's been playing these wrestling games forever, somebody who loves to play online, loves to seek competition, somebody that wants something new, something fresh other than 2K. I'm just speaking from the heart. Somebody that knows what Ukes and Aki is capable of. Capable of. I want something new. I want something fresh, and I want it soon. And I'm just saying, if you're not going to give us a release date, at least give us something. Because teasing us every single week on Dynamite and Rampage, telling us coming soon when we know that this game is nowhere near close to finish and it's not going to be on shelves anytime soon, This game has no official release date, just a rating. There's little to no footage on this game. It kind of gets difficult, you know? Just keeping it real. But anyways, that about wraps it up for the AEW side of things. If you want updates, don't forget to follow at Zitties. It's right here. Right here. All you gotta do is just this. Boom. Just follow him. Follow Zitties. And hopefully, one day, we will wake up and Zitties will have a release date for us. Because right now, I'm not gonna lie, it hurts, bruh. It fucking hurts. It really does. Alright, now that that's over, let's go on to the 2K side of things. This dude comments and said, it's more trash to know this and spam it. It's not the game that's whack. It's definitely the player noobs that live to exploit the game. What game's perfect? Great players make great matches, usually no matter the exploits. You don't have to spam, guys. This is game exploitation, and we all know. This guy's a spammer. This game's awesome. Players like you are everything you think of the game. Terrible. Terrible video, but nice try at a horrible review of the game, man. You see, individuals like this are the reason why this game will continue to be where it is today. And will continue to get worse. Let me tell you something, bruh. We are putting these videos out there to bring light to how poor the gameplay is in this game and how easy it is to win matches in this game. We're not sitting here saying, oh yeah, please spam, please spam, please spam. It's the best way to play. Please find me one video where we said that this is the best way to play. We've said plenty of times that we hate people that play like this and this is a boring way to play. It's a terrible play style. We make these kind of videos to show you how easy it is to win matches, that it's not competitive. This is not competitive. 2K23 is nowhere near a true online experience. You take it all the way back to Xbox 360 and PS3. Those were the days. Those were the days. And once again, those were the days. See, if you were there, you and along with all these other individuals who think like you wouldn't comment this dumb shit. Because on there, online actually meant something. I mean, granted, the same thing that happening now was happening then. People were hacking leaderboards, but it still meant something. You had the emblems and everything, the decals, whatever you want to call it. You had your number, your wins and losses throughout every single match type. Yeah. The disconnect ratio, remember that? You could search by Wi-Fi bars. There was so much love about online back in the day. The match creator was actually a match creator. Yeah, it was actually a match creator. And I remember I used to love changing change the settings within the match. Like you're already in the lobby, you just can change things on the fly. I used to love it, man. And you can go to war. Because that's what it's all about. It's all about going to war. You want to talk about having fun, competitive matches? That's not 2K23. You got the stun meter. You have to guess, is he pressing A? Is he pressing B? Is he pressing X? That's not competitive. And then you're in a match. Somebody got their gloves up. Somebody got their hands up. Turtling up. For a whole match. And while turtling up, they can block so many attacks. What is this? Is this UFC or is this WWE? What is this? The stun meter. Hit somebody a couple of times and then the stun meter pops up. You can't reverse anything. The tiniest attacks. You hit somebody a couple of times and what happens? They're rolling out the ring. Even when you turn on no exiting, they're still rolling outside the ring. How does that make sense? You turn on no exiting and they still can roll out the ring. How does that make sense, 2K? There are so many elements of this game that take away what makes it a true online, what can make it a true online experience. I mean, besides the hackers on WWE 2K14, 14 online was still light years ahead of this. Besides the hackers. You want to sit here and say, oh man, it's like, this is what I don't get, bro. You want to sit here and be like, oh, well, you bought the game. You bought the game. No shit, Sherlock. What else is there to play? I was just talking about Fight Forever. But we don't have a release date for that game, and who knows when that game is even coming out. We don't know when these games are coming out. We're interested, and we're going to keep track of these games, but we don't know when they're coming out. 2K, once again, will remain the only game on the market. So what else is there to play? Please tell me. All these games are currently under development. They're not out yet. So no shit, we're going to buy WWE 2K23, obviously. And we have a channel too, if you didn't notice. You ever heard of people buying the game for content purposes too? You ever heard of that? Hmm? Like, just come up with something else. I don't get y'all, bro. You say the same two things every single time. You either say you bought the game, you still bought the game, or you say stop complaining. That's the only two things you gotta say. This is what I don't get. You want to sit here and say these two things, but you never actually take the time to listen to what we're saying. We tell you why we don't like these games. We tell you what needs the fixes. You just want to ignore everything. And your main go-to is you bought the game. Oh, it's fun. I like it. So therefore, you have to follow the way I think. And you have to be a shill like me. That's not how this works, bro. If you like the game, so be it. If you're having the time of your life on this game, so be it. But not everybody has to follow suit and be a shill like you. If people have different opinions, opposing opinions, and they don't like the current state of this WWE game is in, then that's them. But don't sit here and try to curb everybody's way of thinking and try to say, yeah, stop complaining. Stop complaining. Stop complaining. It's not complaining. It's literally right in front of your face. It's obvious what's wrong with this game. And all you're doing is literally just being a sheep and being 2K's lapdog. And this is the reason why this game will not go anywhere. And we will continue to go further and further and further, further and further and further down the rabbit hole, down the gutter, whatever you want to call it, until we eventually fade away And we're just left with MyFaction 23. I'm going to tell you right now, it never fails. What do you see right here? What do you see right here? What do you see right here? The game currently has no updated patches, no update patches. They have said nothing about fixing online. There is no sign of anything. There's no sign of no fixes anywhere. But what do you see here? 2K is about to drop a MyFaction pack. Let's see what they have to say. This pack is awesome. The This Is Awesome MyFaction pack is now live, featuring The Miz, Maurice, Stone Cold, and 12 other superstars. Grab yours now. So you mean to tell me this game is at a very low point? People were leaving this game and people were trying to wait till other games come out like Tekken 8, which I cannot wait to play. People are spamming you, adding 2K support every single day of the week, telling you to fix your game, and this is how you respond. This is how you respond with the MyFaction pack. You just don't get it, do you? You just don't get it, do you? You don't get it, do you? You want to sit up in here in our comment section and be like, oh, don't listen to these guys. Oh, they're haters. They're this, they're that. They're anti-2K. How are we anti-2K if we're actually trying to be a voice in the community and tell you what's going on and make you aware of the shady business practices of 2K? How are we anti-2K if we're keeping it real? If anything, you should be pointing the finger at the individuals that are not saying anything. Just let this sink in, bro. Just let this sink in. Go back and look at those 2 past streams. And look at how many times it disconnected. Add up all that. And just look at both of those videos all the way through. You're going to be thinking, damn. You know, they kind of got a point. They low-key got a point. But you don't want to do that, do you? You would rather sit here and label us as something we're not. You got your blindfolds on. You got your tinfoil hat on. You refuse to accept the truth that 2K does not give a fuck about you. And you see it right here firsthand. Once again, where is the patch to fix this game? There are so many things wrong with this game, but they want to throw a MyFaction pack at you. This is their solution. This is their solution. This is their solution. Not a patch, but a MyFaction pack. This is their solution. But you think that 2K cares about you? But you think that 2K cares about you? You're funny. You are really, truly funny. Let's see what the people got to say. Are the trophies still bugged? Sadly, yes. Dude, why do y'all keep posting about and adding to MyFaction instead of addressing and fixing your game? Y'all say in future iterations for trios on Universe, but have no issue adding new things to MyFaction all the time. First time I've considered not getting the next release. Nobody cares about MyFaction. The fact you guys are so focused on pushing your microtransaction mode when basic functions of the game are broken year after year shows your lack of moral compass. Do better. Plus, with them so focused on MyFaction, different team or not, they are neglecting the franchise and not giving the bugs and glitches that need actually fixing. No one cares about MyFaction 2K. Stop it. Stop trying to make MyFaction happen. It's not going to happen. Universe mode bugs. People actually play that card game crap. It's so many people. Oh, look at this. Check this out. Check this out. Check this out. I haven't ran into this one yet. He's in a match and it's completely blacked out. He can't see anything. Funny. Oh, I don't know. Ooh, I ain't trying to get copyrighted, but just look at this. They're just, come on now. Look at this. Come on now. Look at this. They're sitting here promoting players who play my faction. This is the end goal for 2K. They want to make my faction as big as possible, and they want to prioritize it, and they want to make it the #1 game mode. They don't care about universe mode. They don't care about my rise. They don't care about any of these other game modes. What 2K has in mind is they want to build up my faction and make it the #1 game mode in 2K. They actually wanted to make it the #1 thing in 2K, period. And this is what's going to cause this game to completely go underwater, the same way Madden went underwater. People still buy Madden. People still play Madden. But Madden is still trash. You can go on Metacritic right now. That game can hardly get a 2 in Metacritic. They can hardly get a 2. That game is in the gutter. Madden used to be one of, if not the best sports title in the market. It used to be the football game. When you mentioned football, that was your game. Madden NFL. And look where it's at right now. You can go in there and play regs. You can go in there, hop on with your buddy and play a cool game of regs. But you can just play in the game. You don't even have to play a full quarter. And you can realize this game is kind of dog shit. There's all kinds of bugs and glitches in that game where they have, like for instance, you playing a game. Next thing you know, there's a damn office in the middle of the field. What kind of shit is that? An office in the middle of the field? What? You playing a game, next thing you know, somebody's floating. They're just literally stretched out floating in the middle of the field like Superman, just hovering. And you want to know why everything keeps getting neglected? You want to know why? Because Ultimate Team keeps generating so much money. That's the moneymaker right there. That's the moneymaker right there. That's the breadwinner right there. And it's the same thing that's happening with 2K. As my faction gets stronger and stronger and stronger and stronger and stronger. Hey, you know why they call it even stronger? It's for my faction. That's what they should have called it. My faction is even stronger, because it's damn sure not talking about the full game. That was strictly for my faction. But like I was saying, as my faction gets stronger and stronger and stronger and stronger and stronger, you're going to really see the dark side of WWE 2K. They're telling people to post pets now. That's funny. That's funny. You see, they have so many things in mind. They're doing everything except patching their game. My goodness. Oh, he made a whole list of what's going on. Oh, wait. My faction, of course. Oh, man. This is crazy. Let me see what this is.
Forearm. Thunderous club comes down. Very effective.
Wait, what
Full
happened?
purpose. Boom, what a kick. Big forearm. Thunderous club comes down. Very effective.
What? Whoa, 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 whoa. What the? Yo, yo, yo. I thought my PC was tripping. When did he even. That's the actual game doing that? When did he even pin him? Am I tripping? When did he even pin him? Hold up.
Full purpose. Boom, what a kick. Big forearm. Thunderous club comes down. Very
Yo.
He may get the 3 count right here. Has been
Oh my good. Oh my goodness. Whoa. Do you know how mad I would be if this happened to me? Yo, 2K, you gotta fix these servers. This game is so down bad. And y'all saying that this is proper online? And y'all got the audacity to say that this game is in a good state and that we're just making shit up? What? Let's watch this again.
He may get the 3 count right here.
I give up, bruh. But, hey, this is where we're currently at. And expect a lot more of this if you continue to chill out for this game. Like I said, you just saw it. I'm gonna go ahead and I gotta give homie a like for that, cause that shit is embarrassing, bruh. That shit is embarrassing. But yeah, like I was saying, this is where we're currently at. We're currently in the age of MyFaction, a mode that nobody asked for, and a mode that will continue to get stronger. This is where we're currently at. It's not about wrestling. It's not about having fun competitive matches. It's just about MyFaction. This is what it's all about. This is it. This is the game right here. Everything is being neglected, but they have the time to drop MyFaction packs. But hey, we said it. We predicted it. We said they were going to focus on MyFaction, and nobody wanted to believe us. Here we are, proving you shills. Once again, we are here proving you shills wrong. Again. And we will continue to. It's right in front of your face, once again. What more proof do you need? It's right here. All they care about is MyFaction. You guys want to sit here and you can have all these assumptions. You could say whatever you want about us. But the reality is we are one of, if not the biggest voice in the community that actually wants to change for this game. You guys, your whole thought process, everything about what you think of Unsanctioned TV, it's all screwed up. It's all fucked up. You got the wrong idea, buddy. We're trying to help you. We're trying to help the community. We're trying to help this game in general. So instead of trying to bash us, instead of trying to get rid of us, instead of trying to place us in a box and label us as something we're not, why don't you take a minute to listen to what we're saying and have the courage to stand with us? And I'm going to say this one last thing, and then I'm going to head out. You remember the last stream that we had, episode 2 of the Late Night Smack Ups? What did we say? We dared the 2K Next Makers to make a video strictly dedicated to the servers, strictly addressing the servers. And what happened? They stuck to their daily uploads. They stuck to the videos that they made. They never once got off script and made the video about the servers. Not one of them. So what does that prove? They're on a leash and nothing is going to get solved. They didn't make the video. That was a one time for you to be like, you know what? I'm going to go ahead and prove Unsanctioned TV wrong. I'm going to go ahead and do what's right and make this video about the servers. They haven't done it. It ain't about trying to get off no clout on somebody's name. It's not about trying to get no clout off nobody's name. It's not about that. It's about standing as a community and getting a proper wrestling game for the community, a game that we can all enjoy. That's what it's all about at the end of the day. Because as we keep going down this path, the MyFaction path, I'm telling you, I watched Madden die in real time. You're not going to like where this is headed, bro. You're not going to like where this is headed. And for those of y'all out there who are diehard Madden fans like me, you know where we're about to go. Maybe you were a diehard 2K player. Maybe you were a diehard Madden player. But then it got flooded with microtransactions and collecting game modes like this, like my team and Ultimate Team in Madden. And now MyFaction. For those of y'all out there who have experienced this, you know where this is about to go. And it is not going to be pretty. But hey, the choice is yours. Stand with Unsanctioned TV, or keep being a shill. Keep on accusing us and keep on placing a random ass false label on us. And keep on ignoring the truth. But when that time comes, I don't want to hear a single word. I don't want to hear Unsanctioned TV was right. I don't want to hear any of that. I don't want to hear none of that. The time to stand up is right now. The choice is yours. But if you choose to deny the truth, keep that same energy when that time comes. Don't switch sides. Keep that same energy. But anyways, don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, share. And maybe you might get that episode 3 of Late Night Smack Ups. Hopefully y'all enjoy that new series. And once again, let me get off the rant for a little bit. I want to give a huge shout out to the subs. Currently at 250 subs, approaching 300. Love y'all. Keep it up. Appreciate each and every one of y'all. Let's keep this shit going on Sanctioned Army. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, share, and most importantly, 2K. Fix these goddamn servers. And we out here. One love. God bless. See you on the next one. Peace.